Montez, and welcome to CertaPro Painters presents Montez at midday. And I hope you all had an amazing weekend because not all of us did. Okay, but we gonna try to do the best we can to get through the day together. All right, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need your help today. Can I get a high five? Can I get a chest bump? Can I get a I believe you, Dre? Can I get one of those moments from you? I'm gonna need that today. It's a troubling time. It is a troubling time when you put it all together and you try to make it make sense. Does it really make sense to you? And on this particular day, I know for a fact there are four women. Well, really three. There are three women that are in a celebratory moment right now because they know my team lost yesterday. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through this together. We go when your ex is happy and you're not, and it's about sports, it's because your team lost. Okay. Not many of us can say that we've been married 4 times. Proud member here. Huh? Proud member. And I have 6 kids to prove it. But today, I have the show written. It's right here. The show is written. The show is written. But due to the way I feel, we don't know how this is going to go. This may go off the rails. I may have to call the counselor today. I may have to call the lawyer. I may have to call the counselor. Call the counselor, 314-675-0377, in case you find yourself in legal situation. And I will call the counselor today. The choice of an attorney is an important decision. It should not be based on this advertisement alone. Keep that in mind. Don't let me influence you. But I may have to call the counselor today. But before we get into the show, let me get some high fives in there. Let's chest bump that thing. Let's hug it out. Gotta hug ourselves. Oh, there we go. One more time. Oh, getting up for the real thing. Oh. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you're off today and you're not grilling out, I have an issue with you. I love barbecue when snow on the ground. Shout out to my dude, Menden. Hint, 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 hint. So something amazing happened that I'm not supposed to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it in code. I didn't sign an NDA, but it's an NDA moment. So 2 weeks ago, I did something that was amazing, an amazing event I did. But in that process, I lost my wallet. And if you lose your wallet, can you prove who you are? If you lose your ID, can you prove who you are? What do you have? Have you Googled it? Have you figured out, if I lose this, what's my backup plan? I lost my entire wallet. Didn't say nothing. At 55, you can't call your mom and dad for money, or you got to figure it out. You got to figure things out. So on Friday, I get a phone call, a text message. Look what I found. They found my wallet. My wallet was found, ladies and gentlemen. It is. I don't know what to tell you. If I still would have had my wallet and what happened in sports yesterday, I probably would not have done the show today. Sorry. I wouldn't have done the show today. Strip club. That is the best remedy ever. especially in the 90s. You had a bad day at work. Your wife pissing you off. Kids getting too rowdy. Strip club. Mondays in the daytime at the strip club in the 90s were something that nobody would ever understand. I don't know if it's because I was in the military. I don't know if it's because I was in Hawaii. But I'm telling you, strip clubs in the 90s, in the daytime, was I've dated a stripper and a bartender. Look, the 90s daytime strippers were so different. When the last time you had a T-bone steak at a strip club in the daytime? Talk to me, huh? Talk to me. I'm going to try to figure out to commandeer this show today due to my emotional setback based on my football team. And I'm a man of my word. I've been a fan since 1982, and I'm not going nowhere. Whether my team wins or fails, I show up to the occasion. I've been banned from the website. It won't happen today. But I'm going to get some things off my chest. If I get emotional, it's called life, sir. It's called life. Huh? It's called life. I cry every time I watch Man on Fire. Every time I watch that movie, I cry. I feel like that happened for real. I want you to kill them all. I'm going to kill everybody that had something to do with it. The moment they tested Harold and that little girl, Greasy changed. He's about to create his masterpiece. Get out of his way. I'm watching Man on Fire when I get home. I have to. But let's get into the show, kids. We're going to talk about control in the mind of Montez. We'll start this thing off. Control. What can we control? Can you control the woman in your life? Can you control your children? Can you control the way people think about you and view you? Can you control how your boss thinks about you? What can you control? I think when it comes to the menfolk, since COVID, I think that word control has kind of shifted to different parameters on way you can use it to make you seem fit, make you seem relevant, and make you understand you better. But I think when it comes to control, that's a big thing. It's like dating nowadays. I mean, are you in a partnership or relationship? Talk to me now. What we doing? Huh? We just bumping uglies? We going out in public? You kiss me in the mouth with tongue? I mean, what are we doing here? We holding hands in public? What is control nowadays? And the reason I bring this up as a man that talks to the TV on a regular basis about sports we cannot control, it's frustrating. My father told me as a young child, boy, you can't get mad at these sports. It's going to dictate itself. When you're 8 years old, you don't understand that. But when you're 55, it should make sense, shouldn't it? Huh? Okay. But control is important. In my days of playing softball, look what's on the site here, softball series. If you have a story to tell and you play softball, come on the show. Get on here. If you know about that deal, get on the show. And especially if you play tournament softball, that's a different world to me. I got divorced every time over softball. Proud member, yeah. Mm-hmm. How many people can say they got divorced over a sport? How many people can really admit that? You got divorced because of what? Because I watch Wheel of Fortune too much. I watch the TV show Friends too much. How many of you got divorced over the most ridiculous things? Not cheating, infidelity, stealing money, bad parent, but you got divorced over softball. Yep. They wanted me to choose between them or the game. Control. We cannot get upset about things we cannot control. I understand the things that we can control, our own being, our own self. But when it comes to things outside of the box, it does get confusing. Good people. Good people. So control was the first word we started the show in the mind of Montez. Now, 5280. 5280. If you see this hat and you know the logo, you already know what 5280 means. That's the elevation in Denver. I really saw myself doing the show today, topless, with my hair down, and wearing my Bronco jewelry. But it didn't happen that way. 5280. 5280. Just in case you didn't know. And shout out to my homie D for letting me know this from D&D Don't Get Butthurt. We got a show coming on later today. What up, girl? I don't know if you know this, but you might want to write this down in your calendar. February 14th, 2027. That's the Super Bowl. Who in the hell decided to have the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day? The NFL got the Pro Bowl on a Tuesday. What is? You put the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day. So there's an idiot right now that's going to get married that day and go to the Super Bowl because let's move this thing right along. What was that movie when that girl put that baby oil on the floor and whipped that man? What movie was that? Have you ever done that before? I want to know, as a woman, ever done that to that man before? After you saw that movie. Is that a Tyler Perry movie? Yes. When that woman put the baby oil on the floor and whooped that man, is that a Tyler Perry movie? This lady put baby oil in the bathroom while he was in the shower. She went through his phone, found out he was cheating. So when he got out the shower, he was slipping and sliding, and she whipped him. Have any of you women ever done that? There are so many questions. I have so many questions about that scene. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, they rebooting the TV show It's a Different World. Cree Sumner. She has done over 400 voices. She's one of the main people when I started doing voice work back in 1998. She's one of the main influencers to me that does voice work. Cree Sumner from A Different World. You may know her from Rugrats and very other shows. I think most people know her from Rugrats, but Cree Sumner, who is very spirited, very, very free animal out there. Just look at her kids' names. It'll tell you from there. But A Different World is being rebooted. And if you followed that show in the 90s, I mean, that was between the Cosby Show and A Different World. I mean, they came on back to back. But the days we used to plan to watch television, when you knew on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday, Sunday, you knew that night to watch that show. I've told you guys before when I lived with 3 women and we used to have Sex in the City parties. and drink Cosmopolitans and dress up. I can't believe I did that, but they're rebooting A Different World. So, in the sports world, what we're supposed to do about these people? Giannis, Ja Morant, A.J. Brown, Keon Coleman, DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk. What are we supposed to do about them? What are we supposed to do about those particular athletes based on what they've said and what they've done? What should we do? What should we do? As a sports fan and as a guy that does this, I have two different opinions. All of them are getting traded. That's the sports fan in me. But what I do for a living, I understand their behavior. But as a fan, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the receiver that thinks he's better looking than a woman. I'm tired of the guy that thinks he deserves money, hasn't done anything yet. What are you bringing to the table? You knew that girl couldn't cook when she cooked the eggs first. And you mad about the meal. How you going to get mad at the meal and you know that girl cooked the eggs first? Leave the house. But what we going to do about Giannis, Ja Morant, A.J. Brown, Keon Coleman, DJ Moore, and Brandon Ayuk? What are we going to do? I'm tired of saying, hey, just get them the money. I'm tired of the phrase, get the bag. I don't use the phrase GOAT no more since 2-3 left. So stop that with me. These NARPs about to come out. N-A-R-P. Non-athletic, real people. They do exist out here. They exist in this world, and they just think we are supposed to accept their behavior and demeanor to the sports fan. Moving right along. So Major League Baseball and college seems to want to short the season. 162 games. It's 81 home games. As a person that worked in downtown during baseball season for over 20 years, it is a long schedule. But the number just is disturbing to me. How are you going to go from 162 to 156? Just explain your logic. I mean, we know why UPS and FedEx drive the way they drive. I want to know, why does the Major League Baseball wants to shorten the season? No. I like it where it's at. I don't agree with the opening day festivities because I think the baseball player, as the human, has to do too much on opening day. That's a long day. They still got to play the game. I think opening day should be for the fans and for the players. It should be no game. The next day, play the game. Opening day should be a parade. You're meeting the new players. Hey, Mom. Hey, Bob. Hey, Chris. Hey, Mark. Hey, Steve. Hey, Susie. Hey, Denise. It should be that. If you've ever been to an opening day in baseball, working it is a different conversation. Going to the game, tailgating, We're going to keep this thing moving right on. SLU won by 35. St. Louis University college basketball team won by 35 on Friday. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? Not I. So something was on television. I don't know, because I'm getting older. And we talked last week about the kids. Are we doing right by the kids? So on Saturday, no, it was yesterday. On TV, they had college women's gymnastics on. Have you seen the women's volleyball uniform? Have you seen what women wear when they play volleyball? Have you watched college gymnastics, women? When is a thong appropriate in sports? When? Yesterday, I'm watching women's college gymnastics LSU team. That lady was wearing a thong. She's wearing a thong. What? What? You got to do all that to sell the game. As a father of 3 girls, watching that, there were so many questions in my head, like, who thought this was appropriate? We gave the cameraman hell at the national championship for putting a camera on a porn star that's dating the quarterback. But they showed an actual whole collegiate event of women wearing thongs, getting on a saddle horse, and nobody said nothing. I've never talked to my television so much. I'm disturbed by what I saw. In the way they were getting up on the horse. You got to see. If you watched it, you watched it. If you didn't see it, I don't know what day. There's not that type of show where I show replays and nothing like that. That was very disturbing to me. It was. And one of my favorite shows on HBO Max right now is The Pit. It's a hospital show. And I swore to myself I was done with hospital shows. I've never done Grey's Anatomy. I did ER. I was one of ER dudes. So I've watched Noah Riley grow into the character he is now in part of the show, The Pit. But this latest episode, women. I can't tell you how to act, how to behave, but when I see stuff like that, that's when that dad goes off in you. When you see things in something and you say, I wish that would be the scenario for my life. Because that's that dad kicking off in you. When it's your daughter, that last episode of The Pit, I'm going to leave it at that. Hello, America, and welcome to another exciting episode of CertaPro Painters Presents Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez, and we're here at Overtime Studio, my city, mymusic.com, Dre Montez. And we're getting it in today, and I have to get off my chest right now about what transpired yesterday in the NFL. If I cry, if I pause for a long time, that means I care. My Denver Broncos played the Patriots yesterday. We know the quarterback situation. We took the lead 7-0. I want to know what happened at halftime. I want to go in the locker room with the team. I'm going to call Sean Payton later on today. And I'm glad I'm not in a relationship right now, because there's no way a woman is going to tell me, oh, it's just a game, or your team did their best, or, well, at least they scored. See, things like that. I got to call the counselor. I'm going to need legal representation. I don't know how people date during their sports team season and your team loses and your partner says the dumbest shit ever. How the pat on the back, oh, it's going to be okay. I don't have a car anymore due to my vision, but if I had a car, I would have slept in my car last night. I don't believe it's always been 4th and 2, 4th and 4, 4th and 3, 4th and 5, 4th and 1 with Sean Payton. I'm about to fourth them up. Every time. Every time. It's I don't want to hear, well, there's next football season. No. You know how next football season sounds to a team that you're a fan of that's out of the playoffs? That's like a year away. Like, I don't care right now. I don't care right now. The Seahawks and the Patriots in the Super Bowl, please. The Seahawks used to be in the AFC. Remember those days? I do. Oh, I do. They just changed conference like it wasn't nothing. So it's 2 AFC teams playing. Weird. If I was still able to drive, we would have done the show today from the strip club. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody has a therapist. Who's a sports therapist? I want to lay on your couch and I want you to hear everything I have to say about sports, and don't judge me. I will pay you, but let me get it off my chest. We need somewhere to go. What are you supposed to do? Bears fans, where are you at? Rams fans, where are you at? What are you supposed to do? They just think next week there's no sports. They put the damn Pro Bowl on a Tuesday. Who in the a Tuesday? A Tuesday. It's like somebody getting married that's your best friend on Super Bowl Sunday. What is wrong with you? That person doesn't love you. Divorce within 2 years. If you marry somebody on a Super Bowl Sunday, you're getting divorced. You're getting divorced right away. But this team, field goal kickers, I think they should be abolished from the game. Get rid of them in college football and the NFL. Field goal kickers, you don't have to tackle anybody. You don't have to throw the ball. You have to run the ball. You don't have to block anybody. You just got to use your leg. I swear. I said this, 4 years ago about NFL kickers and college kickers. Why are they here? Why do we need you? Why? We've been on 4 dates. We haven't slept together yet. Why? That's what I want to abolish kickers. If your child is a kicker right now, make them go to soccer, please. Go to that football. Just if you're a kicker right now, stop. I don't want you going to college. I don't want you trying out for the NFL. Just go to soccer. Just go over there. Let's get rid of kickers. I've lost more money this year gambling off of kickers than life itself. I'm going back to betting on the horses and women. I'm keeping it real. I'm going back gambling on women and horses. That's it. That's success is that right there. This damn team, they had one job. 10-7, 10-7. Some folks just sit here and wait until April to see what we're going to do for the draft. Then July when OTAs start. Then August preseason. Then the NFL season starts in September. I'm not ready for that. I'm not that patient. I ain't like losing this way. But I get it. He hadn't quarterback in 2 years. He's thrown only 4 passes, but he's done it before. So you're trying to tell me right now, a grown person over 50 can't get on a bicycle right now and ride it? Some things I don't understand when things don't go my way. I was telling my homie D, I don't know what life would be like if my father never introduced me to sports. I don't understand. I don't know how people, I don't know anybody like that really doesn't watch sports and doesn't care. I really don't know people like that. I never have. But it is Furniture Moving Mondays. Yeah, call the people. 314-669-5971. Huh? What? Furniture Moving Monday. Let's go and get it. Get it right now. Let's move that furniture. I think I threw my chair and my futon and my table. Losing the game 10-7. The way we did. I know second quarter the weather was different. I mean, second half the weather was different, but still, you prepare for that. When I played ball, playing in 110-degree heat and playing in a torrential downpour in Hawaii, you signed up for it. You should be ready for it. You should be prepared for it. To my Ram fans, Matthew Stafford is the MVP. But Sam Darnold, seeing ghost or not, the way he played that game yesterday, I never saw that Sam Darnold before. I never saw that version of Sam Darnold before, ever. That dude yesterday, I don't know if you ever seen the Tiger Woods documentary, but in the Tiger Woods documentary, they talk about Tiger's best friend that was training Tiger about the mental aspect of the game. And he learned how to hypnotize himself. I think that's what Sam Darnold did. I think that's what Sam Darnold did. You know, Tiger Woods knows how to self-hypnotize himself. He learned that from an Army specialist. I think Sam Darnold did the same thing yesterday. That's not the same Sam Darnold that was with the Minnesota Vikings, the purple people eaters of America. No. That Sam Darnold yesterday was different. The throws he was making, what? I watch football. I'm not a coach. I'm not a scout. I watch the skill set. I love watching football with the volume down. Let me make my own opinion. Don't you tell me nothing. Let me see it for myself. That Sam Darnold yesterday was not the one that was in Minnesota, hands down. Not at all. If you're just joining the show, thank you. We start off the show today talking about control. What we can and cannot control. Ourselves. Especially when you're real with yourself. What can you control? Can you control your partner? Can you control your kid? The way people visualize you, and you can't control any of those things. We can only control our behavior. And they say action speaks louder than words. That follows in control with me. I really do believe that. But I think control is just, we have taken that way too far beyond the parameters. And we get so frustrated when we can't control things we think we should be able to control. Maybe that's why they call it a remote control. Well, we getting deep up in here. We're getting deep up in here, huh? They call it females because there's a fee involved. Talk to me, Dre. And let's not forget that February 14th, 2027 is the day of the Super Bowl. Who did this? What evil person did this? When we found out that a sister girl created Star 69, we got mad. Who's behind this? Who said, hey, let's have a Super Bowl on February 14th? I don't know what movie it was, but I think it was a Tyler Perry movie. When she put the baby oil on the shower floor, when her husband got in the shower and she went through his phone, found out he was cheating, and she whooped him with a belt. I just want to know, have any of you women or any of you men willing to relate? Has that ever happened to you? Oh, man. Oh, man. The visualization of this is just killing me right here. It is. They're rebooting the TV show. It's a different world. And for the life of me, I never thought this would happen in my entire life. But in college football, Alabama, down in Tuscaloosa, I've been there. Good folk down there, good food, good moonshine. Apple. They are letting walk-ons try out for the football team. Nobody has a problem with that. Doesn't sound odd to you? Alabama is allowing walk-ons to try out for the football team. Not in my day. Not in my day. It's like when I found out that people came home on break from boot camp and had cell phones in boot camp in the military. What? Not in my world. And they have cards in case they're getting their feelings. These yellow and red cards they put up to let you. They give out sports participation trophies, people. Not in my day. Not in my day. I think that falls back under control, though, the things we can and cannot control. But I still want to know what we're going to do with Giannis, Ja Morant, A.J. Brown, Keon Coleman, DJ Moore, and Brandon Ayuk. What are we going to do with them? What do you do with athletes today that act like that? They're just trying to get paid. No. Again, we talked about this a few years ago. Do you know how to get a raise in your given profession? Do you know how to do it? You know, a lot of people don't know how to get a raise. Rachel and Ross were on a break. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. I'm in pain right now. My team lost yesterday. I really wanted to go to the Super Bowl. I had my outfits picked out. I planned this whole trip. I was going to do the show. I already made contacts out there. Everything. And here's the sick part. I'm going to watch the game when I get home again. I'm sorry. I got to look at it again. I got to see it from a different angle, different perspective, sober. Oh my God. And to the people that went dry January that I ran into yesterday in celebratory mood about, hey, I'm drinking again within 10 days. I don't get that. You decide to do that. Here's what I do for therapy. We have less than 8 shows left before we go on vacation. Our last show will be February 9th, day after the Super Bowl. What I'm looking forward to, I'm going to do that that Monday after the show, my last show, that Monday, I'm not watching anything in sports for a whole week. I'm not turning my TVs on. I'm taking a break. It's sometimes you need a break. You need think about the strippers. You don't think they just want to put clothes on a good day off? I'm dealing with pain right now. My team is out of the playoffs. If Bo Nix wouldn't have got hurt, oh my God, today's show would have been. Justin and I'd be topless right now if Denver would have won. I would have done the shirt today with no shirt on. You would have saw all this. You just saw all this. Just that the way they dance? I don't know. But things would have been different. But we lost. So now it's time to get ready for parade season. Mardi Gras, St. Patrick's Day. Baseball season. Good folk, good people. There's only some people we only see during baseball season. That's crazy. How we all live in St. Louis, but we only see each other during baseball season. That's weird. How about my Battlehawk fans? Caw-caw, caw-caw. Battlehawks, man your stations now. The claw is the law, and they're coming to your town. The claw and the law, and they're here. Yeehaw! Battlehawks, man your stations. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Hey, that girl made that Dr. Pepper. So look, clip that off and send that to somebody. You see old Precious Jr. make that Dr. Pepper commercial? You never know your talent until it's found. That's the best way I can put it. You never know your talent until it's found. Just because somebody telling you funny don't mean you're funny. I'm just saying. But the people that have the talent, they're going to find you. They're going to find you. Looking at the clock, see how much time we got left here in the shizzle, but I'm still going through the emotional battle of my Denver Broncos losing yesterday to the New England Football Patriots in the AFC Championship game. And I really want to get on a plane and go to Denver, not ring the doorbell, but knock on Sean Payton's door. And let's talk about that fourth down. I want to go to my kicker house and just look at his wife and say, are you sure you want to be with him? I don't understand when things don't go my way. And yesterday would have been, if my team would have won yesterday, there's no telling what this show would have been like today. There's no telling, but I had to struggle and battle trying to do this show without crying today because I want to cry. My team is done until August of preseason. We lost to the Patriots 10-7. My last softball game, I lost 12-9. I need answers. I need a therapist. I need somebody to don't tell me it's going to be okay, Dre. That's the worst thing ever. That's just like telling a woman to calm down. Run. You ever told a woman, calm down, run? But I don't know what I need to hear. But I don't want to hear, well, it's a sport. The Broncos, their quarterback was down. I don't want to hear that. I need reassurance. I need acceptance. I need plausibility. I need reassurance. I need a hug. When the last time you were hugged? I don't think I've been hugged, and not the side hug, not the ass out hug. When the last time you've been hugged? Like, get in here, motherfucker. Oh, I cussed. Dang it. I wasn't supposed to do that today. I need a hug. I need a hug in my favorite food, which I'm going to cook when I get home, but I'm going to write a letter to the Denver Broncos and tell them how I feel as a fan, how the season went, and what we should do as fans moving forward. I don't know how I feel about this Super Bowl matchup. I haven't thought about it. Seattle against the Patriots. This is weird. The two AFC teams in my head. I don't believe the way Sam Darnold played yesterday. And then here's the other news. How did Mike McCarthy get that job in Pittsburgh? Can anybody Mike McCarthy? I don't get it. It's like when Lyle Lovett married Julia Roberts. Nobody understood that. Nobody understood that. I don't understand this Mike McCarthy Pittsburgh Steelers situation. What'd he do? What information you got on the Rooney family? As a football fan, as a sports fan, I don't understand that hire at all. What? When it came across my phone, I thought it was a hoax. But it was from Adam Schefter. And if Adam Schefter doesn't tell me, I don't believe it. I don't listen to anybody in football but Adam Schefter when it comes to the deeds in the news. That's it. Anybody else? Ian Rappaport? Nope. Give me Adam. Break it on down, player. Bit by bit. But there's no way Mike McCarthy. Well, I guess it is. He's the head football coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. My team is out of the playoffs. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know what to do. The NFL has put the Pro Bowl on a Tuesday. Who does that? Who put these people in power to make the decisions that they make? It's like the episode of Happy Days when Richie's brother went upstairs and never came down. Nobody ever talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Or the dude that was in bed in the movie Friday when she called Craig because she heard Craig was at the movie with her baby sister, cousin, neighbor, cousin, friend. But there was a dude in the bed. Nobody talks about that. It's who decided, hey, let's have a Pro Bowl game on a Tuesday. Oh, my goodness. Again, it goes to how we started the show. Control. All right, kids, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're going to get up out of here and let you enjoy the rest of your Make It Happen Monday. But thank you for tuning in to CertaPro Painters presents Montez at midday. And we will see you Wednesday, same time, same bat channel. Peace out. Overtime Studio, my city, mymusic.com. Trey Montez. Peace out, good folk, good people. We'll holler at you later.